Offset is being accused of forcing a woman to get an abortion. That same woman is now besties, or maybe more, with NFL star Stefon Diggs. And Diggs, he is the man Cardi B's allegedly moved on with, and even pregnant for. 3 worlds, one messy triangle, and receipts are dropping every hour. So let's untangle this before the internet rewrites the story. Alright, before we get lost in the chaos, let's rewind for just a second. Because if you followed Cardi B and Offset at any point in the last few years, you already know their relationship has been, well, far from peaceful. Like, these two have been through more ups and downs than a roller coaster built by TMZ. Remember when Cardi first announced her relationship with Offset back in 2017? Fans were obsessed. It was hip-hop royalty in the making, a Bronx-born rap queen and one-third of Migos, both at the top of their game. Fast forward a few months, though, and boom, the cheating rumors hit. Offset allegedly stepping out, mystery DMs surfacing, even leaked videos. It was a lot. Then came the public breakup in 2018. Cardi literally got on Instagram Live and said, "Things just haven't been working out between us for a long time." But somehow, not long after, they reconciled. And if you've been around since then, you know that pattern: break up, make up, new baby, new scandal, kind of became their thing. And here's where it gets really messy. Just a few weeks ago, Offset went on record basically admitting that, yeah, he stepped out during their marriage. He didn't name names, but he didn't deny it either. Then days later, literally days, Cardi B went public with her pregnancy announcement, and it wasn't Offset's. It was with NFL star Stefon Diggs. The internet collectively gasped. Like, wait, when did this happen? Suddenly everyone was pulling out calendars, comparing posts, and trying to figure out how the timeline even made sense. And that's when the new wave of drama officially kicked off. Rebecca J., a social media personality who's been popping up a lot in celebrity commentary lately, went on an interview and basically said Cardi B was right for moving on with Stefon Diggs. She claimed Offset started it first, cheating on Cardi even while they were still together. She wasn't nasty about it, more like she was defending Cardi, but apparently, Offset didn't take it well. So, in true Offset fashion, he jumped online and posted a screenshot of his DMs showing that Rebecca had messaged him, "Hey." And to make sure everyone saw the shade, he captioned it, "Same hoe in my DMs, LOL." Then, of course, Rebecca clapped right back saying,
Ew. Just ew, Offset. No one wants to eat your dick. Let me show y'all some receipts. Okay, I did send Offset a hey. Let me show y'all who else I sent hey to on July 6th at 3:21 p.m. I sent it to Kodak Black, Rick Ross, and NLE Choppa. And let me show y'all what it says. "Hey, hope all has been well with you. I'm doing my birthday next month. I'm thinking Booby Trap Miami again. It was sold out last year and I had over 50 influencers pull up with me. I wanted to see if you'd be interested in hosting. Blah-de blah blah. You can read the rest. Pause to read. Okay? Good try, Offset." Offset, I would never fuck you. Not even if you paid me. Not even if you were humanity's last hope for survival. Not even if I was drunk, high, rolling, and half asleep. Not even if you was with Quavo and I was with my best friend, like my bestie, my sister, and she asked me to take one for the team. I wouldn't even fuck you if future me traveled back in time to tell me that it was the only way to avoid an impending zombie apocalypse. I still wouldn't fuck you. We would just all eat brain. No one was trying to sleep with you, ugly, okay? I was actually trying to put some money in your pocket. But just like the lame you are, you're trying to make it into something that it wasn't, you weirdo. And that's why Stefon Diggs is digging out your wife. That's why Stefon Diggs is scoring touchdowns in your wife's end zone. And that's why Stefon Diggs blitzed Cardi's line of scrimmage. If you fumble a bad bitch, someone else is gonna pick her up, dummy.
Just when everyone thought the dust might settle, another name started popping up everywhere: Pree. If you've been paying attention to the gossip accounts, Pree has quietly been part of this story since at least 2023. She was allegedly Offset's side chick, the same one Blind Items hinted got pregnant last year. The Blinds even claimed Offset allegedly pushed for an abortion to avoid yet another public scandal. Nothing was ever confirmed, but the whispers never really went away. Fast forward to now, and suddenly, Pree's name is back, this time connected to Stefon Diggs. And here's where it gets wild. Pree allegedly posted a since-deleted Instagram story showing a picture of Diggs with the caption, A piece of my heart at Stefon Diggs, thank you for always having my back. And just a few hours later, Diggs reposted it with the words, forever and ever, Pree. Yeah, let that sink in. The screenshots went viral before anyone could delete them. People on X, formerly Twitter, immediately lost their minds. One user wrote, the backstory is Pree was messing with Stefon and Offset. Stefon was also Offset's favorite player. So Cardi went at Stefon to get back at Pree and Offset. She had no business getting pregnant while on a get-back mission. Another added besties or more. Another said, wait, Diggs knew about Offset cheating, and this is revenge. And of course, there were the more dramatic takes calling Pree the real winner. Like, she allegedly got Offset's attention, possibly got paid off, and now she's cozying up with Diggs. Now, obviously, none of this is confirmed. It's all alleged, gossip blogs are eating it up, but no major outlet has verified the abortion claim or the nature of Pree and Diggs' relationship. Still, the timing of it all is what's fueling the fire. Because think about it, Offset gets exposed for cheating. Cardi moves on with Diggs. Then, Diggs is suddenly close to the same woman who was allegedly involved with Offset last year. You couldn't write a plot twist like this if you tried. Some people think Diggs swooped in on purpose, like it was some kind of revenge move after hearing about Offset's past with Pree. Others say it's all coincidence, that Pree and Diggs were just friends, and the internet's connecting dots that don't exist. But no matter which theory you believe, the narrative has already taken off, and when gossip spreads this fast online, it's almost impossible to stop it. So now that the pre-plot twist dropped, you already know, the internet lost all sense of chill. Like, the second those screenshots hit X, the memes started flying. One tweet that's already hit 1 million views literally said, this isn't a love triangle, it's a home-wrecking Pentagon loudly crying face. Another person wrote, Offset cheated on Cardi with Pree. Pree's now with Diggs. Cardi's pregnant by Diggs. So basically, everyone's recycling each other like it's eco-friendly drama. And honestly, they're not wrong. Someone else summed it up perfectly. Offset and Cardi both played each other. Now Diggs is caught in the crossfire. That tweet alone turned into a whole debate thread with thousands of comments arguing over who's really winning. And you guys, the TikToks? Unhinged. People are making full-on mini documentaries breaking down the timeline like they're FBI agents. One creator had literal red string on a corkboard with pictures of Cardi, Offset, Pree, and Diggs, calling it the Bermuda Love Triangle. Another creator joked, I can't keep up. I blinked and now Stefon Diggs is Offset's stepson-in-law. Like, the creativity is insane. But it's not all jokes. Some fans are genuinely conflicted. You've got one side defending Cardi, saying she finally moved on from a toxic relationship and deserves her peace. Then you've got others saying this is messy no matter how you look at it. That maybe she's just repeating the same cycle, only this time in front of an even bigger audience. And meanwhile, Offset? He's been posting through it. Subtweets, cryptic IG stories, liking random comments, but not saying anything directly. That silence is only making fans dig harder, because, of course, in celebrity drama, no response is sometimes louder than an actual statement. But the craziest part is how divided the internet's become. Half of social media is clowning the whole triangle, and the other half is dissecting it like a cultural moment, talking about fame, revenge, and how public relationships never really stay private anymore. At this point, even people who don't follow celebrity gossip are watching. And that's how you know, this isn't just another cheating rumor. It's a full-blown social media event. Honestly, guys, this whole situation is wild. Like, the kind of messy that makes you double-check your phone to make sure it's not an episode of Love and Hip Hop. But here's the thing. Underneath all the chaos, this triangle says a lot about how celebrity relationships play out in the digital age. Because what we're watching isn't just drama, it's real-time reputation management. Offset's trying to rewrite his narrative. Cardi's taking control of hers, and Stefon Diggs? He's out here playing both sides of the public perception game. Sports hero to some, messy rebound to others. And honestly, it proves one major thing. The internet never forgets. Every DM, every post, every alleged moment, it all lives forever. You can delete a story, but screenshots? They're eternal. And in this case, they're the fuel that's keeping this entire story alive. What I think is really fascinating is how fast the audience decides who's right and who's wrong. Like, one day Cardi's getting praised for finally moving on, and the next, people are saying she's playing the same game Offset did. It's like social media can't decide whether to root for love, revenge, or just more chaos. But let's be real, Cardi and Offset have always lived their relationship out loud. Every high, every low, every rumor, it's all played out in public. And now, with Diggs and Pree thrown into the mix, the The storyline feels almost too wild to be true, but somehow, it's all unfolding in plain sight. So where does this leave everyone? Well, for now, we've got Cardi focusing on her pregnancy and music, Offset still posting cryptic quotes like he's trying to win a poetry contest, and Diggs? He's out here pretending everything's normal, while the entire internet dissects his every move. And Pree, the internet's new favorite wildcard, might have just played the best game of all. Whether she's really with Diggs or just milking the spotlight, one thing's clear: she's now part of the pop culture conversation. At the end of the day, this whole situation just reminds me that social media doesn't let anyone heal quietly anymore. The minute something looks off, people will find it, expose it, and turn it into entertainment. And whether you're Cardi, Offset, or Stefon Diggs, once your love life hits the timeline, it's no longer yours alone. So what do you guys think? Is Cardi finally winning? Or is she just getting caught in another messy cycle? Did Offset deserve the public karma? Or is the internet going too far? And most importantly, is Pree the puppet master behind it all? Or just another name caught in the crossfire? Drop your thoughts down below, because I need to know where you stand on this one. And don't forget to hit subscribe, because if this love triangle has taught us anything, it's that the drama is never really over.